It was a pretty rough day today. I had called the IRS on Tuesday to find out when our tax return was going to be here. They told me May 1st. I got a letter in the mail today telling me that there was another mistake on our tax return. So they lied to me, and instead of when they sent me the mistake form the first time, they couldn't just put everything on the same sheet, apparently, because that would just make sense. So apparently there's another mistake on my tax return, but it's actually something that we couldn't have known. Like, this mistake depends on whether or not Andrew's parents claimed him as a dependent in 2007, which they very well could have, even though he hasn't lived with them since 2006. They would do that because they're fucked up and I want to kill them. But, so it said that whatever we do with this situation is going to take another 6 weeks. Like, mind you, we turned in our tax return in January. It's May. This is bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. But, the fucking government can jerk you around and you just got to deal with it. But, so after I found out that it was going to take another 6 weeks for us to get it, with us moving in 3 weeks and shit, like, we were not relying or depending on it, but definitely looking forward to having that extra money to get settled and to move. And, we all know moving's expensive. You have to set up your electric, you have to set up internet, you have to pay a deposit, you have to, you eat out for those couple of days because it just sucks. So then I had a breakdown, called my parents, asked them where this mistake could have come from. They told me that it depends on whether or not Andrew's parents claimed him in 2007, and then they came up here and loaned us another $2,000. Like, I am so lucky because, my parents aren't even in the position to be loaning me this money, but my mom was just like, I will not be able to sleep at night if you are not okay. And I'm not okay. I wouldn't have been okay. We have $300 in the bank right now, $100 in savings. Andrew's paycheck was $200. So that's $600. We've got like $1,500 of bills coming up because our car insurance needs to be paid, our Walmart bill needs to be paid, our Capital One bill needs to be paid, our cell phone bill needs to be paid. I have to call and get electric set up, which they're going to need a deposit for me because I've never had an electric bill. Internet, and then moving in, and it's just bullshit. And then, so my parents came up, which was really nice, and loaned us another $2,000, and now we owe my parents $4,000, but as soon as we get our real tax return, we're going to give them the entire thing, and then pay it off. It just sucks. Money sucks. The IRS sucks. No one likes the IRS. I feel bad for people that work at the IRS, to be honest, because when you think of people that you hate, you say, like, the IRS. People say lawyers a lot, I know, too. I'm exhausted. Like, I'm completely drained. This whole situation is just taking it all out of me. Like I said, we turned in our tax return in January. We should have gotten it already, like, 5 times over, but they waited 6 weeks to send us the first mistake form. I faxed that in on April 13th. So they waited almost another 3 weeks to send us this one now. But when I called on Tuesday, the bitch told me that they were mailing it out to me. But obviously, I don't fucking know. I'm so exhausted. And, like, my parents aren't in the position to loan us all this money. I can't. But my mom is the type of person that will not let me not accept it. So I'm just dead. I'm dead. But our tax return is going to be $2,000. As soon as we get it, I'm going to give it to my parents and be like, okay, now let's figure out a way to pay this off. And just, it's getting really hard. It sucks a lot. So, and how do I justify paying a $500 deposit to get a dog when I owe my parents $2,000, but they want me to get a dog really bad. So, I don't know. I'm just going to stop now because I'm rambling, but